Hello, I'm still here in Liverpool city centre. It's getting really busy. One must ask oneself, given what we now see happening in Kensington, why are we allowing more new arrivals to be dispersed in our glorious city in such large numbers, knowing the consequence of this further down the road for Tubrook, Old Swan, Anfield and many other places? Why are we doing this? Like I've said, the problem's now unfolding in Kensington. We see it in today's Liverpool Echo. We've seen it in previous copies of the Liverpool Echo. We know the outcome. We can now see it in Kensington and Fairfield. I'll just use Kensington because that's what the article is about today. It's getting really busy, excuse me. So we can now see people in Kensington that are afraid in their own homes. They're obviously afraid to venture out after dark or even before dark, right? We can now see what is happening to that once proud working class Scouse community. So why are we pouring more sand into the machine? This needs to stop now, right? It's not unfair. It's all about protecting our city and its future. So, you know, if it is unfair, then tough. Right, I'm sorry for being selfish. But you must understand what we now see happening in Kensington, right, is a warning for what is about to happen in other communities across Liverpool unless we stop the flow of new arrivals being dispersed in our glorious city. We can now see not just other towns and cities as examples, but here in our own city we can see a typical example, which is Kensington and Fairfield. It doesn't work. All it does is just transform, change, and in Kensington's case, destroy a once proud Scouse working class community. So we're forewarned again. So why are we doing this? Why are we pouring more sand into the machine? This is reckless from all you liberal politicians who, whatever party you subscribe to, it doesn't matter, you're all subscribe to the liberal agenda. So why would we now want to at Tubrook and Old Swan and Anfield, like what we see happening in Kensington and Fairfield? Why would we want to see that happening 5 years down the road, 5 years down the line, say, in Anfield, Old Swan, Tubrook? Why would we want to see that? Well, we wouldn't, and we don't. So that's why it needs to stop. These politicians, they'll kick the ball that far ahead. By the time they catch up with it, like I've said, they're out of office and it's someone else's problem. Everything I've said, sadly, is now coming true. I feel for the people of Kensington and Fairfield. Let's just hope in the next forthcoming general election, whenever that may be, next May or next, okay, sir, or whenever that may be, right? Let's just hope the good people of Wavertree, which includes Kensington and Fairfield, put their mark against Joe Owens, right? Because that's the only way we're going to change things, right? Is by voting these people out, because they've let us down, they've sold us down the river, to be honest. That's the awful truth of it. They have sold us down the river. Why are we pouring more sand into the machine when we're already forewarned with what's happening in Kensington? Why? We see what's happening there now, and we know it's going to happen again and again right across our glorious city unless we stop the flow of new arrivals being dispersed. Okay, sir, in our glorious city. Loads of support. Okay, it's getting really busy now anyway, so I'll call time. Okay, thank you.